Hello everyone. Today I'll be teaching you the process of oogenesis. Oogenesis is the process of development of mature ovum and it begins at 6 to 8 weeks of gestation. The process starts from the yolk sac. The primordial germ cells originate from these yolk sacs and migrate to the developing gonadal ridge at 4th week of gestation. So, at 3rd week of gestation, it originates from yolk sac and it reaches the gonadal ridge by 4th week of gestation. And by 6 to 8 week of gestation, this process starts. Now, before going through the process of oogenesis, I would like to give you a short information about how many oocytes get converted into ova. So, the maximum number of oocytes in ovaries at 20 weeks of gestation are 6 to 7 millions. You can imagine. And at birth, they get reduced and there remains only 2 millions of primary oocytes. At puberty, these are further reduced to 3 to 5 lakhs, of which only 500 are destined to form mature ova in the whole lifetime. So, going through the process, what happens is that the primordial germ cells convert into oogonia through mitotic division, and this process occurs in the gonadal ridge itself. Now, the oogonia gets converted into primary oocytes, and the primary oocytes gets converted into the secondary oocytes, and secondary oocytes gets converted to the ovum. Now, going through the whole process in a great detail, I'll be telling you that how it happens. So, all the germ cells get differentiated into oogonia and they have the chromosome of 44 plus XX. So, these oogonias, through the process of mitosis, they get converted into primary oocytes. Now, at birth, all oogonias are converted into primary oocytes. These primary oocytes divide by meiosis. The first meiotic division is a reduction division. Here, they get arrested in the diploting phase of prophase. By reduction division, I mean to say that the chromosome 44XX will be converted into half, that is 22XX. So, the first meiotic division occurs at the time of birth. It starts at the time of birth and the primary oocytes gets arrested in the diploting phase. So what happens is that these primary oocytes remain in the diploting phase, which is also known as dictite state. The dictite state remains till puberty. At puberty, what happens is that these primary oocytes, they convert into secondary oocyte. Through the whole process of first meiotic division gets completed here when the primary oocytes converts into secondary oocyte. So at puberty, when ovulation occurs, this division is completed and the secondary oocyte is formed with the chromosome of 22X, and a first polar body is formed which also has the chromosome of 22X. The secondary oocytes, after getting released, they undergo second meiotic division. The second meiotic division is not a reduction division, so the chromosome will remain the same. The secondary oocytes get arrested in metaphase and it remains in metaphase until it reaches fertilization. When the secondary oocytes gets fertilized, the second meiosis division process is completed. So, the second meiotic division process is completed at the time of fertilization, and thus at the time of fertilization, secondary oocyte gets converted into ovum and the sperm fertilizes the ovum and fertilization process